everybody, and welcome to another episode of my blog series, Season 3. I'm Gyro Harak, and I'm so excited to be doing this amazingly fun video, my part 2 of Happy Days / Joni Loves Chachi blog series. I did my previous video celebrating the anniversary of Joni Loves Chachi on March 23rd of 2016, so I'm so excited to be doing this second video. Make sure to check out my previous video on my channel, and we're going to get started with this video. On February 25th of 1972, the show Love American Style aired an episode with a segment titled Love and the Television Set, a story about Richie Cunningham, his family and friends, which later served as the pilot for the popular series Happy Days. The segment was retitled Love and the Happy Days, and Happy Days was also going to be called Cool. Happy Days was first released in 1974, but what I didn't mention in my previous video, which I just recently found out this information, is that when Happy Days first premiered, it wasn't picked up for the full season. They had another daughter playing Joni, Susan Nair, and another father playing Howard. But in 1975, they reshot the pilot with Erin Moran playing Joni and Tom Bosley playing Howard, which he was originally offered the role, but turned it down, but then reread the script and accepted the role. Like I said before, Joni and Richie had an older brother, but after the second season was eliminated from the series, and they had two different actors playing the character. Fonzie was originally meant to be like a dumb hunk friend, but when Henry Winkler took the role to the next level by making him cool, they decided to make Fonzie a cool character. Tough, ladies' man, but protective and loving. Originally, the network said Fonzie couldn't use a leather jacket unless he was on the motorcycle, so Gary Marshall told the writers to have him in a motorcycle scene always. But then the leather jacket was permitted at all times on the show. Speaking about Joni and Chachi, Erin Moran and Scott Baio, were an adorable it couple, and so was Richie and Lori Beth. Lori Beth and Richie get married on the series, and so do Joni and Chachi in the season 11 series finale. It was beautiful. Joni and Chachi, as I mentioned in my previous video, which you guys should definitely watch, Joni and Chachi get their own spin-off show, Joni Loves Chachi, because everyone wanted more of this one-of-a-kind couple. Chachi was first introduced in season 5 of Happy Days, and as you can see, Joni at first rejected him. I love when he calls her Blue Eyes, and one of Chachi's catchphrases is wah wah wah, which is short for what? Fonzie also calls Joni Shortcake, and you can tell that later on through the seasons, Joni started coming around. She started having feelings for Chachi. In season 7, the episode Hot Stuff, Joni tells Chachi maybe for the first time instead of saying no. And in Fools Rush In season 7 episode, they have their first date, their first kiss, and they're adorable. Chachi was part of the cast from day one on the show. He got into the theme song or opening credits pretty soon, but became more of a main character in season 8 and 7. When Ron Howard left the show, obviously, you missed the character of Richie, which we will explain why in a few minutes, but you got to see more of Joni growing up, her relationship with Chachi, and other new adventures. You know what I mean? Like I said, Chachi became more of a main character in season 7 and 8 when Ron Howard departed from the show. Richie was mentioned during the series in certain episodes and everything like that in certain episodes. But like I said, it just gave that opportunity to see Joni growing up, her relationship with Chachi, and other new adventures, other new plots, including new characters such as Roger, Jenny Piccolo, Casey, Flip, and etc. Plus, their show lasted 2 amazing seasons. Like I mentioned before, I love that Chachi loves chocolate milk. Says the expression, "That's cute," and that he's Italian. Like I mentioned before, I love that Chachi loves chocolate milk, says his expression, "That's cute," and that he's Italian. And I love when Joni puts her finger in his ear. I don't really like to dwell on the actors' personal lives because I believe their life is their life, but I was very happy to hear that Aaron and Scott did date off screen and are still friends. Scott, after Happy Days, had a great career as well. Happy Days was definitely a highlight to his career. He went on to doing lots of projects, including a 5-season show called Charles in Charge. It was broadcast by CBS and was canceled after the first season, but got revamped for 4 more seasons. It ended in 1990, and it was about a college student who works as a babysitter, with kids, in return of a house, food, shelter, and etc. There were Happy Days jokes on the show, including Donnie Most guest starring. Donnie Most plays Ralph Malph on Happy Days. Ellen Travolta, who plays his mom Louisa in Happy Days, and Joanie Loves Chachi, who ends up marrying Al Del Vecchio, ends up also becoming Scott's TV mom on Charles in Charge, called Lillian. It's funny how Chachi's full name is Charles Arcola, and then Scott gets a show called Charles in Charge. Scott was on Love Boat, The Nanny, Full House, he had his own reality show, and so many other shows, and etc. Aaron was also on other great shows after Happy Days, and Ron Howard, who played Richie, and we're going to explain now why he decided to depart the show. Ron Howard, who plays Richie on Happy Days, left in season 8 to pursue filmmaking, while Richie, the character, leaves Milwaukee to become a screenwriter. Lori Beth and Richie have 2 kids, and Joanie and Chachi talked about having future kids on their show. Joanie and Chachi got married at age 20. Joanie was a teacher. Chachi was going on tour. Like I said before, they broke up like 4 to 5 times, but every couple has their ups and downs. And they dated for 4 to 5 years. I loved how Chachi proposed to her and how their dream came true of being married. I think it was the best decision. The best decision. Many of the cast members, such as Ron Howard, Donnie Most, Anson Williams, who plays Warren Weber, aka Potsy on Happy Days, and Henry Winkler, ended up becoming directors, producers, you name it, after the show. I also love how Happy Days, there are certain catchphrases, like, I found my thrill, sit on it, park it, what a hunk, bucko, humdrum, and so much more. I love how Chachi wears a bandana around his leg for luck. They try to make it into a trend. It didn't really go that way, but teens did wear it. And I love the bloopers. Besides Joanie Loves Chachi, Happy Days had other spin-offs, such as The Fonz and the Happy Days Gang. It was an animated series. It only lasted 1 season. Mork and Mindy, that lasted 4 seasons, and Laverne and Shirley, which lasted 7 seasons. I want to give thanks to the cast and the crew of Happy Days, Joanie Loves Chachi, for making these amazing shows. And I want to give thanks to you guys for watching another episode of my blog series, sharing this experience with me, bringing the past to the present, remembering these amazing shows, coming in touch with these characters. And I know I've been making superhero videos, and I haven't finished with those. Believe me, I have many projects for the superhero videos, but I just wanted to take a moment and just appreciate this cast, this crew, these shows, and I just want to give you guys thanks for watching, and make sure to check out my previous video, and make sure to not go away because there are clips to come. Thank you guys for watching. Bye!